Bitcoin has been trapped in a trading range for the last 30 plus days and it finally broke bullish. How much more upside do we have? I'm going to do a multi-time frame analysis on Bitcoin on the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames. And I will also do a post-mortem on the failed Wyckoff schematic that I described in my previous video. Here's Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, and it is obviously bullish. It's above its 8-month exponential moving average. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. This is reminiscent of the previous bull market where it held support above the 8-month EMA. So let's take a look at, well, right now, here we are at resistance at $48,240 at these previous candle wicks. These previous candles rejected from the 8-month exponential moving average and set Bitcoin into a bear market. And here we are retesting it. Should the bulls be able to push above this level? I mean, it'll probably go parabolic. Let's take a look at the visible range volume profile. We can see that, okay, there's a volume cluster here that may provide its final bit of a resistance. And let's take a look at the Bollinger Bands. It's already exceeded this standard deviation of volatility. That's really positive. And the Eastern traders are looking at the Ichimoku cloud, which is, you can see here, it's flipped bullish, and it's found support above the Kumu cloud right here. So that's another bullish sign. This is really bullish looking. Let's take a look at what the Western traders are looking at. The Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing. I'll keep all these indicators up. From this swing high to this swing low, we can see that it is currently, okay, you can't see this here. Let me block this out. It's at the I have too many things going on. At the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, This is a golden ratio. I just ran out of steam right there. It's a golden ratio. This would be the bear's last stand to reject the price. And this monthly candle still has 23 more days to form. And so far, it's just looking super bullish. The on-balance volume has successfully broken out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Here's a better view from this perspective. One thing that has me worried, it's still not anywhere near this bullish breakout zone of the previous bear market resistance. You can see where price rejected from the 8-month EMA. It's not there yet, so that has me a little bit concerned. Here's a popular MACD indicator to confirm trends, and obviously on the monthly chart I am looking to see what the trend is, and it is obviously confirming the price action's uptrend, where the histogram has been increasing and the MACD is above its signal line. Since the monthly trend is obviously bullish, I'm going to give it a green marker. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart to see the momentum within the larger trend. So in the weekly chart, it's obviously bullish. There is actually a golden cross where the 50-week simple moving average has crossed over the slower 200-week simple moving average. That has never been done before, just because there's not enough price data to show you that. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at, okay, so this move right here, that's pretty bullish, like actually super bullish. Let's take a look at what the Western traders are looking at, the trend-based Fibonacci extension. From here to this swing high to this swing low, we can see that it went above the 1-to-1 ratio, and it looks like it's heading towards the 1.618. And should it do that, it will surpass the bear market drop. And I don't know, it could probably even go higher with a move like that. Well, let's take a look at the visible range volume profile, and nothing really different there. It's not, this volume cluster may provide resistance. We'll see, just like the monthly time frame. And the Eastern traders are looking at the Ichimoku cloud, and that is obviously bullish. It got out of this congestion and popped right out of it really strong. That's pretty cool. And Bollinger Bands, similar to the previous bull market, it can just keep grinding up this thing with that with this crazy bullish volatility. Okay, and finally, let's get rid of all these indicators right here, and I want to take a look at let's take a look at the cycles for a moment. Bollinger Bands. Oh my gosh, there's too many things going on. So my cyclic line tool is measuring from the previous bottoms. You can see that what are we at here? We're in how many weekly? Okay, so we're roughly like around 37 weekly candles per cycle, at least for this first bullish portion. There's not enough bullish data to really determine how long the cycles will be, but we'll just call it 30 for now. So there's still more room for it to do another bullish move in a right translated fashion before it pulls back. Basically what I'm trying to say is during a cycle, when it is right translated, that means that there's more time spent going up, there's more demand, and there's a limited amount of time going down. So that makes it a right translated cycle, meaning that in the midpoint, the top happens, the ceiling happens at the right side of the cycle. So there's still a lot more room for that to happen. The one thing you should note that there's potentially a mid-cycle pullback. You can see from the previous cycle, we pulled back right here in the middle of the cycle, and there's a potential. It could have been this consolidation here because everything's so bullish. That could have been the mid-cycle pullback, but there's still potential for a pullback because we're at that previous resistance zone before the bear market dropped. So keep that in mind. The on-balance volume is obviously bullish. It's above its support and resistance lines. Not much else to say about that. That looks great. In my previous video, the stochastic RSI had me worried because it was turning over, and it looks like the MACD is crossed above its signal line, which is reversing back up for some more bullish momentum. So the weekly momentum within the monthly uptrend is currently also up, and that deserves the green dot. By the way, I originally made these videos for my friends and family to help manage their emotions during Bitcoin's massive price volatility. And by analyzing these charts, I think it helps one think logically about what's happening so they don't sell at the bottom and buy at the top, if you know what I mean. If you're a trader and you like this vibe, feel free to subscribe. That freaking rhyme, that was so corny, sorry. Here we are on the daily chart. Let's get into the nitty gritty and see if we can find an entry. As a reminder, here's my legend for the triple screen trading system. Previously on the monthly chart, which was the trend, we were bullish. And on the weekly chart, which was the momentum, we were also bullish. So you should still be hodling your long position. Is it possible to find a bullish entry at this point? Let's take a look. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at, I don't know, what's this right here? Oh, the CME gap that never got filled, and it created some havoc with people thinking this was going to get filled, but instead it just went the opposite direction. Bollinger Bands, let's see the volatility. Oh, that is clean. We still have, at the time of making this video, there's still roughly 3 more hours for this candle to print. Anything can still happen between now and then. Visible range volume profile. Oh, it's clean above this volume cluster. Not much resistance ahead. That is very bullish. The Eastern traders are looking at the Ichimoku cloud, which is also bullish, and its support in confluence with the 50-day simple moving average. All amazing stuff right here. Let's take a look at the Western traders' perspective with the Fibonacci extension tool, measuring from, let me squeeze this down, can you see? Measuring from this swing low to this swing high to this swing low. So far, okay, so right out we're at the 1-to-1. This is slightly has me nervous because for those of you who know the Elliott wave, who follow Elliott wave theory, this could potentially be an ABC counter trend corrective wave before another pullback. Bitcoin really needs to get above this 1-to-1. The reason why this is so powerful is because, in my opinion, the charts are the most honest interpretation of reality, and it's human emotions manifested into reality. That's what makes these charts happen. That's what makes a price move. It's human emotions. And humans love things in harmony and balance, and so far this is a very balanced ABC where this first move up is equivalent to this move up. And if it doesn't move higher, it won't be an impulsive move up to the 618. So it really needs to start making a move higher. If it rejects from here, this could be bad. The on-balance volume is okay. It's not above its bullish breakout zone, even though it broke bullish. Oh man, this could be a bearish divergence where the ceilings are moving higher, but the ceilings on the on-balance volume is moving lower. That is not a good sign. At least it's above its 21 simple moving average, and it found support right there. So that ABC corrective wave is still possible. The Relative Strength Index is a popular indicator to help traders confirm entries and exits. So far, we're coming close to overbought, but not quite there yet. This could just mean that we're in a bullish phase of the market and there's nothing to worry about. We're not in this zone here yet, but this does make it very difficult to find a bullish entry. Ideally, you would have wanted to go bullish every time the RSI hit the midline. It's a little difficult right now to recommend a bullish entry if you're not in one yet. Ideally, okay, this ABC correction potential possibility has me a little worried. It's possible that Bitcoin could pull back and retest the top of this breakout at $45,000. That's where you ideally want to go long, and then your stop would be below the $40,000 $150 level, or if you're more aggressive, even below this daily candle wick right here. So if you're not in a long yet, I'm a little nervous about recommending along. At the same time, this price could just keep running up with a potential Bitcoin ETF approval. It could just go parabolic. It's up to you. In my previous video, I described the ultimate bearish pattern called the Wyckoff distribution schematic, which has since failed. So I'm going to do a post-mortem to see what went wrong there. Here's the Wyckoff distribution. As price ran up really hot, it hit a buying climax, which set the top of the trading range at $45,000. And then when it pulled back for an automatic reaction, that set the bottom of the trading range at $40,150. And a few days ago, I saw that price popped above the trading range for what I thought was an upthrust after distribution because of the rising bearish volume. And it looked like this was the last point of supply, and I thought price was going to continue its descent to the bottom of the trading range. But today, price popped above its upthrust after distribution with increasing volume. So this invalidated this whole Wyckoff distribution schematic. As you can see, there is a volume spike that has confirmed this bullish breakout. A concern I have is that this volume spike has not exceeded the buying climax volume spike. So this makes me wonder, is this a second upthrust after distribution? And are the whales preparing for another dump? Maybe as a buy the rumor, sell the news event.
Anticipation of Bitcoin ETFs are pumping the price over the $45,000 level.
Beware, my friend. There is a phenomenon in trading called buy the rumor and sell the news.
But why would anyone sell on such a bullish event with billions of inflows coming into a Bitcoin ETF?
Those inflows won't happen overnight, and once the news hits of an ETF approval, what other news event can top it?
So, if there is nothing greater to look forward to,
the demand loses momentum and the whales sell.
Bitcoin looks massively bullish, but price really needs to keep going up. Otherwise, this could be an ABC corrective wave, which would be a bad thing. And it would align with a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up to date on my analysis. And I hope I gave you something that was both a balanced view of the charts where I described the bullish and bearish scenarios.